double upload today. We've got a double upload today because something very important happened last night. Obviously, the World Series finished up, and we're going to talk about what was the worst call or worst manager decision ever in World Series history. Now, you guys already know it. We're just going to pretty much give a World Series kind of recap kind of thing in this video. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a video. I mean, I've dropped 2 videos today. You gotta leave a like. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, if you're living under a rock in the baseball world, then you may not know that Kevin Cash made a terrible play. And I say that Kevin Cash is the best manager in the league. And this postseason just wasn't it for him. I really thought he screwed up in the ALCS first. Let's just go ahead. I think in the ALCS he screwed up. And the reason I do is because he put Nick Anderson in too early. He just kept on putting Nick Anderson in too early. And it was very frustrating. Every time it screwed them up, and every time he did it, they lost just about. It's terrible. It's bad managing. It's all that. And is he the best manager in the league? Now, I'd say not. I'd say not. He's just not proven to be that. But should Kevin Cash be fired? That's the question. After a terrible postseason of managing for him, he's never been in the ALCS or the World Series, so you got to give him a little bit of slack, but not too much slack. Obviously, he pulled Blake Snell after 5 1/3 inning, 2 hits, 0 runs, and we want to pull Blake Snell. What sense does this make? This makes absolutely no sense. This isn't terrible, and everybody knew when that happened. The game was over. The Dodgers have won the World Series. Terrible by Kevin Cash. That's just the worst manager call I personally have seen in World Series history, and it is terrible. I can't believe he did that. And Blake Snell obviously was mad. I would have been super mad as well. He has no reason not to be mad. And he said it in his post-game interview. He was like, I thought I had the stuff to go 7, 8, maybe even 9 innings tonight. I thought he had the stuff at least to go 7 innings in this game. But he didn't even go 5 1/3. I mean, come on. And you would think at least we could give him 6 innings. I mean, come on. And then the bullpen comes in, and it is a total disaster. Blake Snell, you had a good start. And then before Game 5 of the World Series, he was saying, well, we need Glasnow to eat up innings. Well, that's not happening for Glasnow. He's terrible. And that just didn't happen. And then, wow, the next day he's overusing his bullpen. Yes, he said that. And then he's overusing his bullpen. Oh my gosh. And he's just overusing it. I think he could have saved at least 2 innings out of his bullpen. And, I mean, who knows? I think they would have won the game if Snell could have went 7. And I think Snell could have went 7. I think he was very capable of going 7. But instead, Kevin Cash screwed it up. He screwed his whole team out of the World Series. And I know you could say that the hitting was a factor in it too. And I would agree with you on that. The hitting was a huge part. But Kevin Cash made the worst call in MLB World Series history, in my opinion. Terrible call. I think the World Series would have been a major change. I think it would have went at least to Game 7. And who knew what Morton would have done in Game 7? I mean, I think they could have lost because you figure Morton didn't pitch well in Game 2. He didn't pitch well at all. And, dang, I mean, I thought the Rays had a good chance at this series. They just needed to hit the ball better. I think it's very self-explanatory. I don't think there's too much to it. But the fact that they just did not hit the ball well. Randy Arozarena, great job. He was the best player for the Rays in this postseason, and it's kind of not even close. The Dodgers, they played very well this season. They deserve the World Series. It should have been Rays Braves, but that's just SMH on that one. I'm not going to get that rant started. But, man, Kevin Cash. Well, should Kevin Cash be fired? Let's get back to that question. Kevin Cash, I don't think he will be fired, and here's the reasons for that. Who are you going to find that's a better manager than Kevin Cash? I would say he's probably still a top 10 manager in the league. Not, I'd say he's at least top 10. And I don't think you could find anybody that's going to be better out there. I mean, you could say AJ Hinch could be good. I don't think AJ Hinch is good. I think without the trash cans, he's a whole different manager. I don't think Alex Cora or AJ Hinch should ever get a job in MLB again. Whether it's managing, whether it's being a broadcaster, whether it's giving the players Gatorade, I don't care. I don't think they should ever be in the MLB again. I just don't agree with it. But, I mean, wow, did Kevin Cash screw over the game. And might have screwed over the series and might have screwed over a title for the Rays. But, I mean, you never know. They could have played terrible in Game 7. So that's a very good possibility, too. But at least, at least could it go to 7 games? I mean, it's a day after now, and I'm like, dang, I'm already missing baseball. Because, like, it's only been called a day. And I'm like, jeez. But we're looking ahead to the off season now. Got a lot of good, great content coming out. So the videos are not going anywhere. If anything, they might even increase because I've got so many ideas. But yeah, the Rays. It's just Kevin Cash at this point, and Blake Snell. I feel bad for him. Terrible. But I want to also bring up another topic, and does this series change Clayton Kershaw's legacy? And I totally think it does. And this is probably a different debate for another time, but we're going to do it in this video. I don't care. I think his legacy totally changes. Because if you look at 2017, trash cans were happening. In 2018, the Red Sox were cheating. And in 2020, he finally showed that he's good and that he's not terrible in the playoffs. And I think his whole legacy changes because of this. And I think, and I don't really think he's more of choke shawl anymore. Clayton Kershaw's a good pitcher. A lot of people thought he was washed after like one bad season. That was kind of a lot of injuries. He's not washed. He's still got a lot of more years to go and a lot of more years to be a pain in the butt for any NL team. Yeah, but that's my recap. Kevin Cash made the worst managing decision in World Series history. That's pretty obvious. But double upload today, so you've got to leave a like. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you get notified from every uploaded video. Link to my other channels in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos soon.